Welcome everyone. This is a chick update video. My little dinosaurs are exactly 2 months and 1 week old today. A lot of changes happened since the 5-week update video. One chick made a crowing debut, not even 8 weeks old, and it was not Betty. Betty still hasn't crowed yet, so the hope is still there, even though the wattles and the comb on her are much redder and larger than on Bridget, which is the same breed, the black Copper Maran. So, remember the Lucy, the Looney Tunes chick being bossy with other chicks? Well, Lucy turned out to be Louis. Here he is performing his morning song. It was my free mystery chick from Meyer Hatchery. I live in city limits and we are not allowed, unfortunately, to keep roosters. So Lucy was rehomed with the local breeder, which I was very excited about, to be part of her amazing breeding program. At 8 weeks, the chicks were fully feathered and moved outside to the permanent coop. This is a coop called Omlet Cube chicken coop with a 9 feet run extension. The manufacturer's description says that it should fit 6 regular sized chickens comfortably. So for 5 chicks that I have remaining, it should work well. Betty's and Rosie's gender is still to be determined. This is Rosie, the buff Orpington, and she also has had a large comb and wattles as compared to what pullets normally have at this age. So Rosie could be a rooster that I might need to rehome. And over there in the nursery chicken coop, they still love going there and hanging out, is Betty. So she might be a little cockerel too, but we shall see. Yeah, you agree? Yeah, we shall see. You're a mystery. All right, so I can't tell if she has settled feathers yet. She's still growing out her feathering. So if Rosie and Betty turn out to be roosters, then I will wind up with 3 pullets, and that was my original plan. So hopefully they all 5 are pullets though, because I love them all the same. Here is the coop up close with the run. They're supposed to go upstairs to sleep in the actual coop, and it took them a while to learn that. So over there under the coop there is a dust bath that I made for them from topsoil and sand and peat moss and diatomaceous earth and some herbs from the garden, lavender and rosemary. So they thought it was their nest, so they used to sleep in the nest for the first 2 weeks, I would say, maybe 1.5 weeks, and then slowly they figured out that sleeping upstairs is much nicer and safer, so they started going and sleeping upstairs. I also ordered the automatic door for the coop, and it comes with different settings and different light modes, and so I set it up for the easiest mode just to remember the on and off times. So I had it close at 8 p.m. but I have observed the chickens and they prefer to go to sleep by the sun. So because the sun sets after 8 p.m. they never make it to the coop before the door closes at 8 p.m. so I have to manually open it again, and then they go to sleep at about 8:30, 8:40, depending on when the time sets this time of the year. It also has the light settings mode, so I should probably reset it by the light. When the sun goes down, then it would close because the light goes dimmer. But because I have this little cover here, it's not from the Omlet, it's from the nursery coop that you saw in the garden out there. I'm concerned that because it closes the light center, it might not have the light readings accurately. So I will see how it goes. Even though the Coop and the Run have strong metal legs in the frame, I still have to do the additional predator proofing using the 1/4 inch hardware cloth because of the small animals and snakes that we have in abundance over here in Oregon. Yes, I did see a snake in my garden here once, and it was a frightening experience. For food, I used to give them 20% crumbles from 1 to 8 weeks old, and then beginning the 9th week, I switched to the 18% crumbles, start to grow. So they're both non-medicated because my chicks had come vaccinated from the hatchery. And then they get various snacks as well: corn on the cob, melon, watermelon, scrambled eggs. And then I give them grubs. They really love these ones. I get them from the local mill store, and I just found this treat at Walmart, packing order mealworm and sunflower blend, and they tried it yesterday and they liked it. The only thing I'm concerned that their little beaks cannot open up those in-shell sunflowers seeds, but hopefully they'll learn how to do that. That encourages the behavior when they forage and look for seeds. Favorite snack, watermelon. And Muffin is hiding over there in the shade, still napping. It's Bridget. She's a sweetheart. And today on the menu is iceberg lettuce. I hang it here by the hooks to the roof of the run. They haven't checked it out yet. I just cleaned the coop. For bedding, or for floor rather, I just give them plain sand, and it's much easier to clean. Hopefully they'll go and peck on the iceberg lettuce soon. This is their food. Daisy's having some food snack right now, and here is the water that also were ordered with the coop, and also I ordered the perch. They love perching on it. Yeah. Okay. It looks like they're not very excited about the lettuce yet. This is Bridget. Bridget started growing the copper feathers, so she's now a true black Copper Maran. Here she is. And Rosie, we don't know if it's Rosie or she might turn out to be a Rocky. My daughter has a dog named Rocky, and she graciously agreed that we can have the same name for this little pterodactyl, right now named Rosie, but if she starts growing, she'll be Rocky. And this is Muffin, the Easter egger, and she has grown really gorgeous, golden black, kind of rust colored feathering. And I'm trying to see if she's a pullet or if she's a cockerel, but so far she didn't have the red comb, and she looks like a pullet to me. So you guys do share and comment if you think otherwise. Oh, and Daisy, she's a Delaware. She has gorgeous feathering with some gray specks around her neck and some in her tail feathers. Gorgeous, gorgeous bird. All of them are gorgeous. I find them very beautiful. Here's the feathers on Bridget's legs. That's why I call her Bridget the Fancy Pants. They love hanging out in the garden, exploring, foraging. I also got some portable fencing for them to block off a section of the garden over here. There's some fig trees here, so they'll snack on the figs when they ripen, and they can freely forage and not destroy some of my plants like they had some feast here at the strawberry bush, and they really have been eyeing this beautiful hosta, Minuteman hosta, that is currently in full bloom.